Okay.
7 to 9 hours to make one. But no, it's very easy and very fast. You know, in Mexico, blankets are very popular everywhere, but not all of the Mexican blankets are made by hand. Now there's a lot of Mexican blankets made in China. Mexican blankets made in China, yeah. So on Mexico, this is the machine we use when we work on the blankets. This is the machine, we call them loom. This is the machine we use to work on the small and medium-sized blankets. Now we are going to start to work on a small size. So to start to tie all of these wide threads, to start to work on the process, we need to tie all of these wide threads in here. We start to tie every single line of these threads from the low part of the loom, so right here, or right here. So from here, we need to tie the threads, thread by thread, one by one, line by line. The time to set up the loom is about 10 to 12 days, the time to start to work on the blanket. 12 days later, there's enough fabric right here to start to work on the blanket. So all of these wide threads are going through these two different woods, and we're going to tie these woods to the paddles. That's why there's only two woods right here, because there's only two paddles on the loom. When we start to work on the blanket, we can start to work on the machine. We're going to use right and left paddle. Right and left paddle. So just with the paddles, we move the woods on the blanket. You see? Right and left. Right and left. Right and left. This is like an exercise machine, right? Right. Then we're going to tie this part of the machine like this, and we use this wood to tie the thread, to tie the weave. So when we want to get a tight weave blanket, we're going to use this wood at least 2 or 3 times. So then we're going to use another wood right here to make the shape of the blanket, and this is the wood we use to stretch the weave. So we're going to put the wood right here and then right here. Once we have the wood in here, we're going to start to work on the weave. On the blanket, we're working with cotton and acrylic. So this is what we usually get with our thread. This is how it looks like. We're going to use this small piece of plastic and the spinning wheel on the other side of the machine. So with the spinning wheel, we put the thread on the plastic spool, and from the spinning wheel, we're going to get this. This is a plastic spool, but now with the thread. So when we have the thread like this, the plastic spool goes inside of this wood. So we're going to put the plastic spool with thread in here, and then we pull the thread through the wood. When we have these two pieces ready, the thread and the wood goes inside of the loom. This is the easy part. When the thread is on the right side, we're going to use the right paddle. When the thread is on the left side, we're going to use left paddle. So we can start now. We're going to tie the thread like this. Thread is on the right, so we use right paddle. At the same time, we're going to open the weave just like this, and then with the string, we pull the thread to the other side. The thread now is on the left, so we're going to tie the thread like this. Thread is on the left, so we use left paddle. We open the weave, and with the string, pull the thread to the other side. We need to count how many times we pull the thread to each way, because we're going to change the color. like magic. It's like a workout. The time to make a blanket like this one is 7 to 9 hours. We only need to count how many times we pull the thread to the right, how many times we pull the thread to the left. And 9 hours later, we're going to get a new blanket from the machine.
Oh.
Easy. When we work on the blanket, the width goes to this way. So you can see now the difference because we start to work from here to here. So we already work with the blue and the green color. And this is a very tight width blanket. So this is more like a decoration. When we get this blanket from the loom, we're going to use this part of the machine to pull the width all the way down to this part right here and right here. And when we have at least 10 to 12 blankets in here, we're going to put all of these white threads in this way. We tie the tassels and that's it. Easy and fast. Easy. This one right here is going to look like this green and burgundy right here.
Oh my.
This is what we get. It's a very tight width blanket. It's a very tight width fabric. It's cotton and acrylic, and it's more like a decoration because it's heavy. This is cotton and acrylic.
So
Yeah.
what's under? Let me see. That's nice.
What was traditional yarn? What did you use?
100% wool.
Wool.
Wool, but wool is very expensive
Yes,
and it's a little bit itchy. Wool is a little bit itchy because it's new, but when you start to use them and you start to wash them, they get soft. The time to make a blanket depends on the design, the size, the color, and the thread, but it's about 1 day to make one blanket. So then we have blankets like these ones. This is the same thread, it's a bigger size, but this one is only 5 hours to make one. And it's just 5 hours because this is a loose width blanket, so that's why we need less time. Yeah. These are more soft and they get softer when you wash them. You can feel the difference between that one and this one right here. This is just 5 hours. Only 5 hours. Only.
Oh, that's nice.
Softer.
It's beautiful.
So when we want to get a loose width blanket, we only tie the thread once. So we can get a blanket like this one. And then we have the blankets with a design like this. So this one is with the design on the middle, and the time to make one of these pieces is about 14 to 18 hours. Depends on the size of the design on the middle. So it's about 2 days to make one of these blankets. This one will match your outfit, señorita.
Yes.
Yeah. It's with the cactus, and you can feel the difference between that one, this one, and the other one. It's exactly the same thread, just a different width.
Yes. It's all cotton.
100% cotton, yeah.
Yes.
So now, if any of you wants to try to make your own blanket,
Oh.
you're going to get free classes, okay? Just let me know. Be my guest. Don't be shy, okay? Right here at our place, we work and we get all of the blankets we have on the left. So we have cotton and acrylic and 100% acrylic blankets. But on the right side, there's also 100% wool and 100% cotton on a lightweight blanket. So take a look, and if any of you wants to try, just let me know, okay? You get free classes. And if you stay for 1 day, you get a free blanket, okay?